I'm Casey Claiborne, and thanks for watching this CrimeWatch YouTube exclusive, where we take a look back at recent crime stories that have been making headlines in our area. Austin police are investigating after a man's body was found in Lady Bird Lake over the weekend. This comes less than a week after city leaders announced more safety measures. Fox 7 Austin's Meredith Aldis spoke with the mother of Jason Johns, one of the people found in the lake earlier this year. Elsie Johns says she's heartbroken to hear another body has been found. She says she relives her nightmare every time.
The fourth body found in Lady Bird Lake in the past 2 months. Jason John, an unidentified body, Jonathan Honey, and now John Christopher Hayes Clark.
Every time I hear about a body at the lake, it's more painful. When I think about another, it is heartbreaking.
On Saturday at around 1 in the afternoon, the Austin Police Department responded to the Longhorn Dam, which is the east end of Lady Bird Lake, not near the entertainment district.
Multiple individuals had called 911 reporting that a subject appeared to be deceased and was in the water on this end of the lake.
The police performed a water rescue and found 30-year-old John Christopher Hayes Clark. Investigators say they do not suspect foul play.
Our initial information doesn't show anything suspicious, but we don't make that final determination until the medical examiner has been able to conduct their review as well.
This comes after the city added temporary fencing and lighting to the trail near the entertainment district and announced more park rangers would be stationed along the trail. City Council also approved a resolution directing the interim city manager to look into a safety plan for the area, including installing halo cameras and working with bars to prevent over-serving alcohol.
There's a lot of work needs to be done in Austin.
Plans started after Jason John's body was found in Lady Bird Lake in February, days after he disappeared heading home from Rainy Street. Since, 3 more bodies have been found in the lake.
It is not easy for that community to hear this. Every week or every other week, there is somebody's body there. But on the other hand, one thing I'm a little happy about is after Jason's passing away, the Austin community, we were able to make the community aware that just be careful, just be on the safe side.
We're learning disturbing new details about a man accused of murdering his own father. 31-year-old Jesse Anthony Rivera III was arrested on April 13th and charged with the murder of Jesse Rivera Jr. According to police, Rivera III called dispatchers from a home on Mickelson Drive in South Austin to tell them he had hit his father in the head with a baseball bat and stabbed him. Police found Rivera III in the front yard, still on the line with 911, and inside the home discovered Rivera Jr. He later died on scene. Rivera III was arrested. Police say when asked about his crime, Rivera III said his father was getting more aggressive with him in recent weeks and was giving him, quote, weird looks. The arrest affidavit goes on to say Rivera III told investigators these weird looks and change in demeanor gave him reason to believe Rivera Jr. was not his father. Rivera III's bond is set at $600,000. Austin police need your help tracking down the driver and the vehicle that hit and killed a cyclist in North Austin. Take a look at these photos. Shortly before 7:30 on the night of April 12th, cops were called to a crash involving this SUV and a bike. It happened on the southbound side of the I-35 service road just south of Runberg Lane. Police say this black 4-door GMC Yukon pulled out of a driveway and hit 62-year-old Ramon Nolasco, who later died at the hospital. The SUV took off. And witnesses described the driver as a heavy-set Hispanic man with thick and curly black hair. He was last seen in a reflective construction vest. We're told there was another man also wearing a construction vest in the passenger seat. If you have any information, call Austin Police. A quick stop for lunch cost an Austin couple $10,000. The money stolen from their SUV is the latest case of jugging police are investigating. Fox 7 Austin's Rudy Koski has the story.
The shattered glass in this SUV is all that remains of what was a big payday.
At that point, it was just lost at that point. I had no emotion anymore.
I think I about puked 4 times. My gut feeling was like, how could people be like this?
Destiny Campolito and Jacob Gargan are home remodeling contractors. Thursday, they went to this bank near Palmer Lane and I-35 to cash a client's $10,000 check for a job that they had just completed. To celebrate, they decided to make a fast food stop for lunch instead of depositing the cash first into their bank. While inside eating, a thief who had followed them from the bank made fast work of the cash.
They hit it 3 times right here. Since they couldn't succeed on that, they started moving to the back window. They smashed this in, unlocked it right there.
The center console is where Jacob had hidden the money. Did you ever feel like you were being followed?
No, that's the problem. And I'm always aware of that too.
This is a picture of Jacob's SUV in the fast food parking lot. They were gone only for 10 minutes, but it was more than enough time to be victims of this $10K hit and run.
We work really hard to make this money. You know, like we don't just sit around. We work really hard, like day in, day out. We don't take days off to make this kind of money.
It was paying off debt, paying off labor for completing this job, just basically getting our head start back. You know, it's some people go through unfortunate circumstances, and we got put in that situation before, and this job was finally clearing up all of that situation. And the first moment we feel free from all of that stress and weight on our back, this happens.
Jugging cases can become extremely violent, some escalating to home invasions. Last year there were 153 cases. So far this year, 51. APD Chief Joseph Jacome, when he spoke to Fox 7, said he hopes that increased patrols will help address this problem.
Certainly. I think that, first of all, when it comes to juggings, it's really about education and making sure that people understand that this is happening so that they can be on the lookout and they can hopefully take measures that would make it as hard as possible for that crime to occur.
This video from a recent Round Rock jugging shows how fast these smash and grabs can be. The individuals here remain at large and may be linked to similar cases in Bell County.
If you feel even your intuition telling you to not do something, just don't do it. You know what I mean? Because something like this could happen.
I just don't understand how there's people like that out there that can feel okay with themselves at the end of the day.
In Northeast Austin, Rudy Koski, Fox 7 Austin News.
An assistant principal with Hayes CISD is charged with DWI and evading arrest after an incident earlier this month in Buda. 45-year-old Julie Rosales works at Lehman High School in Kyle. She was arrested shortly after midnight back on April 7th after a 911 caller reported a vehicle blocking the intersection at Hillside Terrace and I-35. When deputies got there, they tried to pull Rosales over, but they say she didn't stop. Rosales was eventually arrested following a short pursuit and taken to the Hayes County Jail. She was released on $2,000 bond. San Marcos police are looking for a suspect they say stole a car and almost ran over 6 pedestrians. And the dramatic scene was all caught on camera. Fox 7 Austin's Angela Shin has the details and the video.
Surveillance video shows a white car plow through 2 intersections, almost hitting 2 people at the first one and 4 at the next one. Police say this is the person of interest. This all started at this convenience store on Aquarina Springs Drive. Police say the suspect was in the area for about 5 minutes. The driver pulled up, left her car running, and it was stolen within a minute.
We had a police car that was actually responding to the stolen vehicle report, turn around and try to stop the vehicle, but it was already too far gone.
The suspect taking off, first plowing through Hopkins and LBJ, and then Hopkins and Guadalupe.
Pretty scary watching that video, how he almost hits a pedestrian.
Then he goes the wrong way up Guadalupe before abandoning the car on campus at Texas State. Officers say it was locked with the keys missing.
There's a couple different ways you can turn off after that would have eluded capture from us, and that's indeed what happened.
It's not clear how fast he was going, but investigators say it was definitely over the speed limit. At this point, police don't have any leads.
This is a prime example of it's just easy for someone to steal your car and then do something bad with it.
They're reminding people to be vigilant.
Property crimes are up in San Marcos right now. Certainly, this is an area where we're focusing on quite a bit. Catalytic converters, car thefts, things like that.
As they try to figure out who is responsible.
If you know anything about that case, call Crime Stoppers. Anyone with information leading to an arrest could be eligible for up to $1,000. Thanks for watching this Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch YouTube exclusive. Our Crime Watch stories run each Monday on Fox 7 Austin News at 9. For more on the stories highlighted in this episode, you can head to our website, fox7austin.com, and don't forget to subscribe to the Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel.